Unbelievable! That is a dream goal!
They found it! They finally found the goal they were looking for!
What a finish that is! Do not scratch your eyes! This is really happening!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from Queen's College, a damp Saturday evening here, where today we will feature a NPSL North Atlantic Conference matchup between the home side Osners and the away side AC Newport, the Rhode Island side, of course. Let's begin with the home side, who a couple weeks back drew 0-0 with a playoff contending American Soccer Club, are looking to finish their season off strong here at home. as the match weeks are slowly dwindling down in this NPSL campaign. What we can say about Osner's in their UPSL campaign, they made a good run into the playoffs and unfortunately were defeated by Red Hook last time out. So a side that competes in two different competitions have a match here today in the NPSL against the away side AC Newport, who on the other hand are coming off a 2-2 draw against Santa Cruz. Actually defeated the league leaders at the time, New York Shockers, away from home with a scoreline of 4-3 in a thriller. Are also looking to finish the season strong with an impressive away result here tonight in Queens. The two sides also will play each other once again in a week's time at AC Newport's ground, of course, at St. George's School. But before that, a midweek fixture for both sides. New Haven will take on AC Newport and Osner will take on American Soccer Club. So a match here today and another midweek match. Had a couple games to make up, and the two sides will feature again in a week's time away from home in Rhode Island this time. Some team news coming in for the away side. Nate DiLoretto will be in the goal for AC Newport. A starting 11 of Chase Zonner, Connor Froberg, Daniel Goba, who will most likely lead the line. In attacking areas, Avila, Franzelli, Newbury, Koritoski, Lawson Ferver at center half, Moises Morales, and of course a bench consisting of Turco Rivas Aristaki, who I believe is the substitute goalkeeper, Miranda, Clark, and Pellant. For Osner's, on the other hand, Kai Odigari will once again debutize in the goal. Mimi Duhamel, the captain, as per usual, the mainstay in the Osner's side. Gustav Kruger, Joel Favard, Marcelin Caesar, Kevin Mondesir, Marvin Mondesir, Nicholas Diaz-Fuentes, Kabulu, and Lucien most likely will consist of the starting 11 that I had a moment to glance at before the two sides now are preparing to enter the pitch. AC Newport's captain, of course, Connor Froberg, who will line up in the middle of midfield, and as the two sides have entered now what has become a slightly sunny Queens College pitch. Of course, Osner's will be sporting their all orange kit, and the away side AC Newport in their navy blue strip, white socks, white shorts, with our referee crew here lining up in what turned out to be a very nice day for football. Nice cool conditions, of course a slick damp pitch, as there was a little bit of precipitation going on during the day, and this just gives us a moment to pause, most likely for our national anthem, or actually the PA announcer will introduce the player. So we will take a quick pause here and the player introductions. As that was our rendition of the national anthem. The two sides will greet one another. Just a quick alteration to the Osner's starting lineup. Actually, Benedict Augustine will begin as well. Had him just as a reserve, but will begin the match for the home side. A couple of absentees in the starting 11, as we've seen in previous streams here, as a lovely rainbow has come out on the outskirts of the pitch, just giving a little bit of a feel to a little bit of a nice active day for football. A couple of absentees, like we mentioned. No Diao in the roster for Osners. No Paulo Primavera, fullback. Most likely today it's going to be Nicolas Diaz at right fullback for Osners. And a couple of other absentees, maybe just giving their very big squad a chance. Of course, very big squad, have two teams in two different competitions and can afford a little bit to mix and match at times. And of course, when you play in opposition and have a game midweek, it's the perfect ideal time rather, to employ a little bit of rotation. Like we mentioned, the two sides will play amongst each other again in a week's time. Before that, however, a midweek fixture for both of the sides to contend with, as the matches are slowly dwindling down here in the NPSL campaign. Can most likely put our finger on who will make the playoffs, as the New York Shockers American Soccer Club, Santa Cruz also in with a shout, but we remind you that the AC Newport tied them 2-2 last time out, and I believe if my details are correct, don't want to say this with too much surety, but I believe they were trailing in that match and found a very late equalizer to gain a very important point against a good side, Santa Cruz, as we know, as we've seen them as well in our Game and Frame streams here. As things are just about ready to go, referees whistle, and we are off and underway here at Queen's College. First ball popped over towards the vicinity of Avila, who will most likely lead the line for AC Newport, the number 11. Lining up, just a quick glance, as almost like a 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, but we'll see that in due course. Benedict Augustine, a thick challenge coming in, and an early stoppage. The trainer is quickly called on. Just trying to glance who that is down. I believe it's Kabulu, who maybe took the worst of that 50-50. Mandesir to Marcelin from center back. Kabulu just questioning a little bit the movement ahead, but that allows the freedom for this man to get in possession. Mimi Duhamel, Marcelin. Flat to the center forward Kruger, who sticks it nicely. Mandesir, Marcelin, flick from Caesar, and the goalkeeper can play out with his center half. Fevrier also in the heart of midfield for AC Newport, alongside the captain Here he is in possession, possibly playing in a double pivot. So really a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 should one of the two 6 or 8s feel to advance a little bit. Goal, Kruger. Shot down low to collect his dealer there in the final third, but Kruger intercepted and had a snapshot towards the goal of Di Loreto. Captain will locate his center back. Kruger not really going for the full-on press. Osner over the top, Kabulu flicks on. Diaz back to his goalkeeper Odegaari, who will put his foot through it, trying to find Caesar, but beaten to it first. Marceline has the back pedal, flicks it backwards. Kabulu will eventually win his side a throw-in. Press high up the pitch from Moises Morales, the number 28 for AC Newport. Hacked forwards. Kruger, whose last touch of Kruger. Newbury from center half to his goalkeeper Di Loreto. Everyone behind the ball for Osners. Not the biggest pitch that we've seen here on our Game and Frame streams here, this Queen's College pitch, but certainly deceptively big enough to play in triangles and try some different routines, a couple of diagonals possibly as well. Certainly not the width of Belson Stadium that we've come accustomed to, one of the largest pitches here, but good sized pitch, and if you can account for your spacings correct, you can maximize the space in essence, and as well at the same time defensively can drop behind the ball and really make the spaces as negative as possible for the opposition. Both sides so far in the first 11 minutes and change showing that tactical defensive discipline to just try to discomfort the other side from connecting quickly and winning the ball back as urgently as possible. Free kick just about the halfway line. Caesar will take it quickly. Favard thought he had his ankle tapped, but possibly some advantage given as the ball all the way back to now Kabulu. Mimi. Kabulu has to rather leave it for Augustine in field. Mondesir intercepted by Mimi Duhamel. Duhamel has Caesar making an interesting run, was demanding for the possession, the diagonal rather, and Zorner will find Fevrier. Avila. Caesar. Just opened it a bit of 50-50 coming in. Some calmness was requested from Augustine as the possession was in his favor. Just wanted a little bit more composure ahead. Here's a lovely clipped ball towards Kruger, who tries to flick on, but back to Di Loreto. Froberg, the captain, just you see rather the center half split with the captain just ahead of them. Here's that little triangle. So in essence you have 1, 2, 3 options to build out from. Said the goalkeeper as well can advance a bit and be another option, which allows of course the fullbacks to bomb forward and maximize the space. Odegaari First time Marceline. Diaz from right full back. A long ball, Kruger cushions, Caesar, excuse me. Caesar stretching, Mondesir advancing from the left-hand side. Might. Favard wins it. Augustine. Mimi surveys the situation. Morales finds a pass. And all the way back to Di Loreto. Kruger. Mondesir. That's Marvin Mondesir on this left-hand side. Point that I was going to make previously. Just had a quick, let's just see this action first as Avila. Flag is quickly risen on Koritoski. Just back to the point of Mondesir's position. Marvin Mondesir, the number 18, usually, if I'm not mistaken, plays at full back. Now asked to play in the left-hand side on the wing. Diaz wins a free kick with Augustine, of course, at left full back. So a little bit of a tactical tweak with Kervin Mondesir, number 14, in the middle of midfield, alongside Joel Favard and the captain in midfield triplet. Here's the base of it. Press high up the pitch. Off the side of the head, rather a little bit unlucky from the captain, who tried to win the first ball but had it flick off the side of his head back to an orange shirt. Mimi. Favard opening his right shoulder to have the possession towards the fullback, who's now inverting. Diaz. Koritoski. Flicks it over the top towards Avila, who will chase. Just runs out of pitch. Diaz to Hamel. Mimi, that is, of course. Captain. Diaz clips to Caesar. Pelland goes over, the left fullback for AC Newport, and wins a side a free kick. Captain standing over it. Osner just trying to raise their lines a bit, playing a quite high line, but when the ball is in areas as such, can really risk the line a little bit. And now drop in as the long ball is served by the goalkeeper. That's exactly what Augustine does, and with composure finds his goalkeeper Odegaari. Puts it on his right foot, tries to find Duhamel. Mondesir. Diagonal service towards Caesar, trying to get underneath it, but the good covering defense. And quick throw back to the fullback, who covered well. Pelland. Infield to the captain, Froberg. Back to the fullback. Asking just a little bit too much of Koritoski, who had to stretch, but Avila will go and press the goalkeeper. Line splitting to Marcelin, who turns away. A little unfortunate stumble by the captain. But there to assess the situation, Kabulu. Mondesir can turn. Here's Marvin Mondesir to his captain, to Hamel. Caesar, first time. Just beginning to knock it a bit more crisply. Diaz. Favard in field. Around the corner. Kruger cushions. Neat play. Back with now Caesar, who's latching onto it. Caesar whips it in with his left foot. Kruger over his head. And last touch off the center forward for Osners. But just saw there in a couple of quick exchanges. Really ramped up the tempo of the passing and the movement off the ball. And eventually Caesar served something quite dangerous from the right-hand side. Caesar, as we know, and we've seen in previous streams as well, a dangerous left-footed option on that right-hand side, likes to go and invert. Ball over the top is rather into the channel, was not executed as per request. Kruger, Caesar. Good aggressive press by Newport. Avila has a couple of runners ahead of him. Avila will drive into space himself. Horace Avila, a thick 50-50, and last touch off. Avila, I believe. Kabulu. Good press high up the pitch. Morales is flat ball. Koritoski into the area, couldn't dispatch his right. But yeah, we'll get the next best thing, and that is the set piece. As 20 plus minutes gone here at Queen's College, 0-0. A couple of half chances for either side to open the scoring. Most notably a couple of efforts that Di Loreto had to contend with, but rather routine for a goalkeeper of his caliber. Koritoski over the dead ball, has a short option. Will give it to his captain, will most likely overlap. That he does. Back to the number 10. Koritoski serves with his left, cleared away in an awkward position. Needs a hacked clearance towards the halfway line. And they can now clear out their lines as the ball will go all the way back to goalkeeper Di Loreto. Fevir. Newbury. Back to the center midfielder. Line splitting. The flick around the corner. The flag is, again, very credit to the assistant line. Very quickly risen. Ball is most likely going to be brought back for a retake, as was rolling. Mimi will play towards Kabulu. Marcelin. A long diagonal. Kruger was on the other side of the center half. To Hamel. Kabulu. Quickly taken from Newport. As Osners will have a throw-in. Most likely just have to go back a couple yards. Augustine. That's good enough for the center referee. Now Newport can trigger the press. Quite dangerous pass back, but the goalkeeper showing good composure with the chest, controls and plays quickly to Marcelin. Caesar. Rabona towards Diaz. Back to Caesar. Blue shirt intercepts at the right time. Now they can quickly transition should they wish from that left-hand side. Advancing is Pelin. Marceline comes across. Caesar once more. Caesar getting a lot of the ball on that far right-hand side. But now they can swap it to the left. Kabulu, should he choose his fullback. Kruger losing the possession, going over, and a risen flag on the outskirts. Free kick. Of course, guys, today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbro.com, to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Zorner back to Newbury. There's Morales dropping deep for a touch. Just interchanging a bit. Zorner once more. Avila to Fanzili. Diaz hacks it away with his left foot. Time is the cry from Mondesir. He'll cushion, finds his captain to Hamel, to the center forward Kruger. There's a reverse, lovely little composed flick over the top, and back to the goalkeeper Odegaari. Marcelin. Caesar tries to drop a shoulder. Froberg. Korytoski clips it. Morales towards Avila. The bounce of the ball just a little bit light for Avila to latch on. Favard. Well, Favard, of course. We've seen him in previous Game and Frame streams as well. Played some football at Richmond County. So to this man, I believe, Caesar, who's on another marauding run forward. Caesar, a couple of step overs, getting onto his favored left. Caesar will curl it with his left, just beyond the post, but engineering a half yard and dispatching his left. Newbury, back to Di Loreto. Just see in that previous action, just keep an eye out on the number 36 when AC Newport are in possession. It's just on the hit for him. But Franzili really advancing high up that right hand side when AC Newport are in possession, almost drop into a 3 at times. So very fluid, flexible system with Franzili now back in his right back position, but giving certainly him the license to advance up the pitch and allow the center backs and the midfielders and the goalkeeper as well, as we've seen him try a couple of long services over the top. Korytoski finds his center midfield partner. Line splitting. Avila is not offside. Has Marceline in the 1v1, bypasses him. Avila has a couple of runners in the area. Avila checks onto his right foot. Avila saved by Odegaari, and right underneath the foot of Korytoski, who I'm not sure was in an offside position. Back to the number 10, who's swiveling into the area and finds the opening goal for the away side. Odegaari denied once, but couldn't deny again as the number 10, Korytoski, danced into the area and beat the goalkeeper at the first post. The away side opening the scoring here. 28 minutes gone at Queen's College, as the first action was repelled by the goalkeeper, couldn't repel a second time, and Korytoski opens the goals here at Queen's College. How can now Osner's riposte? Still 15 or so minutes left in this first half. But exactly what was needed for the away side, who have found exactly what they were looking for through their number 10, Korytoski. A little bit of misfortune for Odegaard, who has to be said produced a stellar stop in the first instance, but couldn't keep out the second. Caesar, who's been very lively and likely on that right. Left foot again, sets it forward towards Favard. Is this an immediate response for Osners? No is the answer. Transition, clipped over the top. Avila is not offside. Avila entering the area, going over. Is that a penalty kick? Yes. And what color is the card, if any, is my question. They're having a question, rather, if in fact it was a penalty. Avila went over, and now the referee will go over to the linesman, who probably had the best view on things, to have a quick chat. Maybe they will bring this back. Maybe a little bit of a impromptu VAR going on here. And confirmation that it is a penalty. The referee, certainly, as Avila went down, was quick to whistle, and just confirmed with the linesman that in fact it was a penalty. And the scorer of the first goal will have an opportunity to find his side second, and his second as well. Korytoski has already put the ball down, as now the referee has gone over to the far hand side to have a quick discussion with the fourth, I believe. All is well. Korytoski eyeball to eyeball with Odegaard. Korytoski saved by the goalkeeper. Where's that going to end up? In the back of the net. Again, very, very unlucky for Odegaard, but Korytoski finds his second goal. A brace for him. 2 goals for the away side in half an hour plus. Got a great chunk on that, the goalkeeper. Just the spin of the ball is rather unlucky for the goalkeeper. The number 10 with a brace certainly caught it cleanly, caught it crisply. Goalkeeper chose the right side. You can just see his frustration there. But the deceptive wobble of the ball trickled into his net for AC Newport's second goal. 2-0 now in favor for the away side from Rhode Island. Korytoski at the double for AC Newport. A brace to his name, and certainly that has injected some energy, as pressing now rather effectively. Flicked towards a safe area. Frenzilli from right back, loose. Caesar. Caesar deflected and taking the sting out of it. Comfortable in the end for Di Loreto. We've entered into the 33rd minute here at Queen's College. AC Newport finding 2 goals from Korytoski. 1 after a great first save by Odegaard, finding the first goal for AC Newport in the second effort. And the second coming some seconds ago rather, from the penalty spot. 2-0 in favor for the away side. Have traveled down rather sharply and have had a good first half showing to their name in quest for 3 points. Odegaari distribution, Diaz. Free kick. Free kick taken. Newbury. Back to Zorner. The two centre backs splitting once again, as certainly a tactical tweak from the AC Newport coaching staff. It's the first time I'm covering them live, but you can see the style of play and how they want to play, with fullbacks advancing and risking high up the pitch. Avila, who won the penalty, gives it to the man that finished the penalty. Back to Avila. Avila, some heroic defending in the end from a lunging Kabulu. Back to goalkeeper Odegaari. Odegaari to Marcelin, goal scorer of the 2 goals so far for Newport, finds Avila. Avila thinking of checking it back, that he does, flicked in the vicinity of a blue shirt, but overhit. Goal kick for Osners. Of course, guys, stay tuned for more game in frame action tomorrow. The APSL national finals will take place at 2:30 p.m. The winners of the 2 semi-finals today will take place. Take place. One most likely has concluded, with the other one in contention, I believe, at 8 p.m. kickoff. The 2 finalists will take on, the 2 winners of those semi-finals, will take on each other in the APSL national final at 2:30 tomorrow, and as well Met Oval U23 will take on Real Central New Jersey at 6 p.m. the Leagues for Clubs Northeast competition. Kruger flicks, Diaz, back to Kruger. Kruger going to ground to keep the possession for his side. A little bit loose. Here's the advancing fullback again. Going to ground was Mondesir, the fullback. Keeps the possession, however, jinking onto his left. Captain just assessing that there is calm. So from Duhamel, Kruger trying to make it stick. Will ask Mondesir to advance, but good tackle coming in from Chase Zorner. Had to go to ground and petered out that movement from the left. Marcelin, Diaz, Favar trying to swivel away. Frenzilli. The captain picks up his head, serves it towards the very deceptive at times, movement-wise, of course, Korytoski. The reason I say this is very fluid, as we said, in the build-out, and Avila and Korytoski exchanging positions. Avila, of course, at the number 9, but can go into the pockets and to the channels to try to effectively lose his man. And goalkeeper has to stretch. Can he keep it in play? corner kick. Maybe they will take it quickly as Osners are just caught out a bit light. Froberg serves it, and that's exactly what they did with quick thinking. Froberg picked it up from the corner, served something into a very dangerous area, methodical movement to arrive at the back post. And the third goal for AC Newport. Just had a inkling that they were going to take it quickly. That they did. Credit to the captain with a quick thinking and good service, arriving at the back post. A one-touch finish, 3-0 in favor for AC Newport, with the goal scorer Newbury, the center half, finding his side's third. "39 minutes gone now, really, for Osners. Have to just try to at least conclude the half with something positive to take into the halftime break. Certainly we've seen crazier things happen in this game of football with effectively 50 minutes left in this match. But at the moment, trail by 3 goals as the away side have put the foot to the gas and have accelerated so far in this first half. 2 goals from Korytoski, and the third coming from the center half, Newbury. Here is his center half partner, Zorner. Back to Di Loreto. Here's the goal scorer of the third goal for Newport, finding the goal scorer of the first 2, Korytoski. Interesting ball to Avila. Again, the movement of Avila gives his number 10 a quick hand of approval with some applause for the idea for the service. Augustine, play on, as it seemingly always happens here, the horn at the 40th minute mark. But nonetheless, 40, we go to 45. 5 minutes left in this first half. Mimi, Kruger, Avila going over to press, and back with Marcelin. Odegari, Kabulu, back to goalkeeper, Kai Odegari, pressed high up the pitch, serves it. And last touch off the fullback, Pelland. Mimi. Captain will just find his teammate in close quarters. Mondesir spinning away, trying to locate Marvin. Mondesir, who has to go and press. Augustine. So the referee there just having a countdown. We've seen in the World Cup we have effectively a certain number of seconds to take the throw-in. Just employing the new rules as Kruger has a hack at it. Needs a clearance. The goalkeeper in position now will cover the first post and beaten away. Koritoski, Avila. Kabulu going to ground. Avila one-on-one with Odegaari. Avila composes himself, bypasses the goalkeeper and slots it in for a fantastic 4 for AC Newport. Silky, smooth, clinical from Avila, who showed composure just to evade the onrushing goalkeeper, and coolly slots it in for his first goal of the evening, and more importantly, his side's 4th. Goalkeeper just imploring his team to continue. Di Loreto, who before that as well had to sprawl at the first post, rather cover the first post with a strong wrist to preserve his clean sheet. And then on the other hand, on the other side rather, Avila threw on goal and made it 4-0 in favor for AC Newport. All the way back with Di Loreto now, as that clock there has frozen at 40. So discount that. But a couple minutes left in this first half. Di Loreto. Distribution. Morales. Towards Avila. Kabulu coming across, going to ground. Thick 50-50. Morales nibbles it away. Avila has Koritoski. Is this 5? And his hat-trick going over. Goalkeeper coming a long way. Is that a penalty kick? No, I believe. As we're officially in the added time, however. So, some seconds rather, maybe a minute or two of stoppage time in this first half. It didn't really have many stoppages, just for the penalty kick, as a quick discussion from our referee to the linesman and then the 4th official. So about some seconds left possibly in this first half, a first half in which the away side from Rhode Island have traveled down to Queens and have had a A++ first half, scoring 4 goals. 2 from Koritoski, 1 from the centre forward Avila, and 1 more as well from the centre back Newbury. Koritoski now. Marceline. Free kick. Thought for a second that was the halftime whistle, but the referee has now glanced at his watch, and that is the halftime whistle here at Queens College. A first half in which 4 goals coming from the away side. Once again traveling down to Queens and putting on a display in this first half. 4-0 in favor for the away side at halftime. Stay tuned for the second half.
Three ways we help you sell your property easier. At Bell Mason, we are dedicated to connect your property to the right buyers. We set right and competitive pricing for your property. We carefully showcase your listing to reach the right buyers. We work with experts and trustworthy agents for the best guidance, making your selling journey easier, smoother, and with confidence. Message us today. Bell Mason Realty. We are looking for you. Begin your career as a real estate professional. 100% commission earnings, flexible work setup, opportunities across multiple states. Because success is within your reach with Bell Mason Realty. Apply today.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Osner. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome back, guys. Second half kickoff imminent here at Queen's College. A first half in which we saw 4 goals from the away side AC Newport. A second 45 now here at Queen's College. I see just from the corner of my eye some substitutes limbering up for AC Newport as we're off and underway here in this second half. Newbury back to his goalkeeper Di Loreto. Press on from Kruger, long ball over the top. I believe at the halftime no substitutions for AC Newport. Obviously they have their substitutes limbering up here on the outskirts of the pitch. Diaz to take the throw. Korytoski hacked away towards Caesar, but Newbury can cushion back all the way to goalkeeper Di Loreto. A little bit loose, an opportunity for Osner's, clipped in towards Caesar. Cushions, cleared away. And Helland, a scream of, a yelp of scream there. As Favard believe is down. Trainer is requested on. Quite an unlucky spill for Favard. I believe his left ankle, if I see correctly. Caesar giving a thumbs up to the bench, so hopefully for Vardy can just jog it off. Didn't exactly see the landing, but took a unlucky slip on this damp turf. Marcelin back to Kabulu. As Favard has gone off to have a little bit, hopefully some magic spray. Effectively now Osner's playing a man light. Marcelin advancing. Diaz, first time, towards Caesar coming across. Is Newbury, left by the fullback, falls to Korytoski, who will swivel. Marcelin hustling back in defense. Man on is the cry as Kruger hustling back. Korytoski, who's on a hat-trick, we remind you, serves it. Froberg gets a touch. Furthest back with goalkeeper Di Loreto. Diaz. Verveer to his captain Froberg. Under Morales of Villa. Goalkeeper coming out to collect, and that he does. Caio Digari quickly distributing. Favard back on as well. Good news for Joel Favard. Mimi intercepted by Kortoski of Villa, again picking up an interesting position. Loses a touch, but on comes his man to have a hack at it. Diaz, cushioned. Favard finds Kabulu. I believe all the substitutes on the AC Newport bench are warming up at the moment. So to the goalkeeper as well, the substitute goalkeeper. We'll see in due course as 6 minutes have gone by in the second half. Caesar has to flick it over. Will cushion it back to his right back, Diaz. Montesier wants movement ahead of him. Koritoski, flat ball, risen flag. Kabulu, Augustine, Mondesir, back with Kabulu. Kabulu line splitting to Mondesir, Kervin Mondesir. Caesar wanted it possibly on the opposite shoulder. Marceline has to be careful. Koritoski will intercept through on goal on a hat trick. Will swivel once onto his left foot, byline. Will not keep it in play. Benedict Augustine from left full back, captain Mimi. Kabulu back to the captain Mimi. Line splitting, Mondesir has Fafard to his right, finds him. Diaz back with Marceline. Tuhamo dropping between the lines to receive. Flat ball towards Mondesir on the far left, intercepted. Given away, however, by Moises Morales. Pressing to retain the possession, and that they do, but coming back to retake the possession. An orange shirt flicked. Pelin, Koritoski, Morales is onside. Morales on his right foot, just opens the touch a bit. Had a Villa in the area as well, should he served a flat ball towards him, but the first touch just evading him a bit and out for a goal kick for Caio Digari. Marcelin back to his goalkeeper. Some communication by the AC Newport goalkeeper just to keep the lines disciplined and tight, still have a clean sheet to their name. Is this a 5th goal and a hat-trick for Korytoski, who couldn't shoot? Avila does. And a free kick amongst all that as Kabulu came across and won inside a free kick. Ball played in. Kabulu, Mondesir, Favard, Diaz advancing from right back. First time towards Kruger, hacked away by Newbury. They'll stay in play. Mimi has to lengthen the stride backwards to find his goalkeeper. First time with his left foot to Kabulu. Has to play forwards first time. Finds Mondesir. Captain delays him for a bit. Flat ball to the advancing Mondesir on the left-hand side. Has Kruger in the middle. So to Caesar on the second post. Mondesir. Infield. Favard. Will spin away from the press. Duhamel. Diaz. Caesar. Will lift it to the seconds. Cleared away. Mondesir cushions. Serving it to the last post. Fullback underneath it. Couple of awkward bounces and flicked off a hand amongst all that. Avila wants early service. Dueling with the centre half Kabulu. Oligari towards Marcelin. That flick off a hand. Kruger nonetheless. Mimi sips it out towards Kabulu. Marcelin. Back with Duhamel. Of course, guys, today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now as a free kick. Produced by Umbro and designed and worn by you. Quickly taken. Korytoski lashes it into the area. Newbury once again arriving at the last post. Similar to the first goal he scored. A quickly taken set piece and arriving late into a dangerous area, the centre half. And now we're going to have a slew of substitutions for AC Newport. One in the goal for sure, as I see Nate Di Loreto jogging off. Aris Taki will enter. So a couple of other substitutes, I believe. One at centre forward for AC Newport, that being Daniel Goba. And we will confirm the last substitute as well. So a substitution in goal, a change of position for Avila from what it looks like. He's come off to this left-hand side, and Daniel Goba, number 9, in that position. Korytoski still on and pressing away. Dropping the shoulder neatly is Newbury to find his now goalkeeper, substitute goalkeeper Aris Taki, who clears away. Caesar. Jinking, swiveling. Morales. Excuse me, still. I'm just trying to see who came off. Marcelin. Cleared away. To Hamel. At the outside of the boot. All the way back to Odegaard. Osner's trying the left-hand side. Kruger beaten to the spot. Cleared away. Morales had a little tug on his shoulder and will win aside a free kick. Wants to retreat a couple yards. But he does some fresh legs as well in the middle of midfield. As just confirming now that Fevier has gone off, one of the 2 substitutions. Played in towards the number 10. Clever composure there. Diaz will keep it in play. Kortowski finds the seconds. Last touch off Diaz again to Hamel. Mondesir. Kabulu advancing from centre half. Line splitting to the other Mondesir in the Osner's roster. Tries a diagonal service towards Caesar. To Hamel as the fullback, the check back that he does Diaz. Caesar drops the shoulder. Will just about keep it in play. Caesar towards Kruger on the top of the area. And substitution for Osner's as well. At right full back, I believe, or a change of system, as Diaz has gone off. It's actually, the system is going to remain the same, as another substitute for Osner's. If Tyler Swaby has come on, meaning that Mondesir will go to right full back, replacing in essence the position of Diaz, and Swaby indeed with the number 6 on from the Osner's bench. And that yellow card brandished. So someone is not exactly sure. I believe that's Morales, who's still down on the far side. Impromptu timeout. As Newport will jog over to the bench to get some liquids on board, as Morales is being tended to by the trainer. Froberg presses on from the newly introduced substitute, Swaby. Marcelin telling his fullback now, Mondesir. That's Kervin Mondesir at right full back now for Osners. Played away. Goba going over to now trusty goalkeeper Marcelin. A little bit loose of Vila. Appeals of offside, but nonetheless the ball will trickle out into touch. More substitutes, I believe, for Morales has gone off after picking up a little bit of a knock. So Morales off. Indeed so. And the swap of wings maybe for Franzilli, who's pressing Mondesir now. Cleared. Half clearance. Thick coming together. Froberg of Vila going over. Referee giving it in the favor of Osners. Marcelin. Caesar. Mondesir. Back with Mimi Duhamel. Will lift it. Pinpoint distribution to his fullback. Infield, Mondesir. Duhamel. Kruger cushions. Swabi tries to get involved. Lovely flick. Can he nibble it away? Now can he lengthen his stride to get there? Avila stretching with Kabulu. And yellow card for Kabulu. Has got a chunk of Avila, who is taking a second to regather his feet. Substitution for Osners. Kabulu in the book. Kruger coming off. Korytoski standing over the dead ball. Let's just see who entered after the set piece for Osners as centre forward. Played flat towards Avila. On his right foot, Avila caught it crisply. And Kabulu with brave defending. Owusu has entered. Deflected, Odegaari comfortable, so Owusu on at centre forward from what it looks like for Osners. Fancy flick from Caesar. Captain with an exchange. Teased in. Avila not giving up the stretch. Going over, and that is a penalty kick. The second penalty kick for AC Newport. The second as well won by the number 11 Avila, who just showing his energetic movement and latching onto that little bit of loose ball in the area, feeling some contact and winning a side of penalty kick. Has the ball now in his possession, will most likely take it. The old adage of you win it, you take it. Wasn't the occasion on the first one, but can he double his goals on the day? Avila eyeball to eyeball with Odegaari. Referee's whistle. Avila right-footed with a shimmy and makes it 5. His second, going over to his goalkeeper and sharing a hug. Avila from the spot for AC Newport's 5. You can see the whole squad there going over to celebrate with the number 11, who's had a stellar game. Credit to him for continuing the work. If he finds himself now in a different position on the left-hand side, still found himself on the right to win his side a penalty kick, in which he converted coolly with composure for his second. So now 2 goals for him, 2 for Korytoski, and 1 as well for the centre half Newbury, for AC Newport's 5th here at Queen's College, the Rhode Island side, producing a, like we said in the first half, A+ performance. Just trying to continue now and make sure they are disciplined in their defense as well. Taki's clearance falls to his center forward, lobbed over towards Avila. Unselfish, the shot comes in, and Franzilli had a lash at it with his left. First time forwards. Caesar has to check back into Swabi for this man forward to press. Man on is the cry, with comfort to the fullback. Franzilli advancing. Goba, flat service towards Avila, cushions it. And last touch in the end, coming at an important time before the number 10 can dispatch the shot. Captain with more energy in the middle of midfield. Franzilli, maybe by accident, finds Korytoski. And that pass just overhit for the centre forward, Goba. Of course, guys, stay tuned for more Game and Frame action tomorrow. The APSL National Finals tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. And as well as Met Oval under 23s taking on Real Central New Jersey at 6 p.m. kickoff there in the League for Clubs Northeast Division. Caesar will keep it in play. Lovely footwork from Caesar. Cushions it. Laid towards the top of the area. An extra pass coming in the end. Amongst the substitutes for AC Newport as well, Joseph Turco has entered in defense. Avila most likely offside. And pick and choose now, throw in or free kick, but be thrown in the end as didn't get involved with the play. Cleared away into the Night Scar. Kortoski, Avila. The 1, the 2, the exchange. Avila just runs out of room. And he got tangled in the netting there on the outside of the pitch, and trainer will go over to have a look. Believe he will be replaced. No need obviously to risk, and hopefully important for him that there's no serious damage there. He's still getting worked on with goalkeeper Nate Di Loreto just standing over to ensure the very dangerous on the night Avila is okay. Substitute that has come on is Rivas. First involvement, serves it. Well, Digari has to apply a knuckle to it, that he does. Falls to the fullback Turco, who reloads. So Rivas on for Avila, effectively playing the left hand side. To Hamel. Mimi. Vila still down on the outskirts of their area, so hopefully all is well for him. As Rivas, the substitute, standing up Caesar. Mondesir. Flat towards Mimi on the top of the area. Will reverse it to the left-hand side. A loaded area for Osners. Comes into that area. Put a blue shirt first to defend. Goalkeeper Taki just organizing his defense. Another substitution for AC Newport. The shift of Frenzilli is complete, with a good showing today, picking up some very interesting positions and showing good energy amongst the chunk of minutes that he played. A substitute now for Newport, jogging on first. Job is to assist in clearances and clearing this corner. Served in. Schwabi cleared away. The substitute for AC Newport is Clark, who has come on to replace Frenzilli. So Clark and Goba in advanced positions for AC Newport. So too Rivas, who replaced Avila some minutes ago. Caesar. Load a flat ball towards the outskirts of the area. Owusu. Shifting it onto his right. Mondesir. Has Rivas in the 1v1. That will check backwards. Mimi gives it some height. Cushioned. Caesar. And comfortable for Aris Taki in the end. Maximizing all of the seconds. Is he going to give an assist as well? Clark through on goal. Odegari stumbled for the second, but found his feet, more importantly, and the ball. Distribution pinpoint from the substitute goalkeeper Taki. Aris Taki. Might be Greek or Cypriot, but certainly a Greek first name. And some good distribution there to almost find and locate his center forward Clark, who has come on some minutes ago rather. Almost playing like a 2 up front, with Rivas a little bit less in a fullback position than Frenzili's movement. He would bomb up and down from the right hand side. Out of play. About 10 minutes left in this match. A match that has gone in the favor of the away side, coming down from Rhode Island. A 5-star performance for AC Newport. 3 goals in the first and riposted by 2 in the second for the 5-0 scoreline. We have here, after 80 so plus minutes, can Osner create a opportunity to find the goal. Certainly risking a bit now, throwing men forward. Loaded area, service towards the seconds, cleared away by Rivas. Still needs another clearance. Swabi dueling in the middle. Acrobatic attempt by Mimi, hacked away by Zorner. Augustine has to be careful of the press from Goba. Korytoski has Rivas left. Not offside. Back to Korytoski, still has Rivas. Eventually try to find Rivas. And the shift of Zorner is complete. Another substitution for Newport, who, credit to them, for an away game have a very deep bench and have substituted often and frequently in the second. Korytoski's flat service, Goba flicks. Rivas trying to engineer half a yard, will serve it to the area.
Hit that right away.
No foul is the cry from Osner's. Clipped little dink service into the area. Turco just leaves it to Korytoski. Goba tries his left. To Hamel. To Hamel. Mandasir. Owusu. Caesar. Left foot again. Engineers a half a yard and has a shot. Clark can drive the other way. Clark has a couple of runners ahead. And Caesar. Owusu on his left foot. That's a thump at it. Clark going to ground his Kabulu. Quickly taken by Rivas. Korytoski. Is that a free kick? Yes, is the answer. Quickly taken. Korytoski byline service, but only finds the gloves of Odigari. 5 or so minutes left here at Queen's College. Once again, play on. Not exactly sure why that always happens here. Maybe they have it set up for a youth game, which is 240s. And time of course, the half. But nonetheless, the horn going and 5 minutes left in this matchup. Turn in the middle of midfield. Owusu will leave it to Caesar, who's been the most, you can say, dangerous on the night for Osners. Trying his left foot a couple of times. Forced a quite decent save early on from Di Loreto. And credit to them. Osners, that is, of course, to continue to play out the last minutes here in search of their goal. Taki's distribution to the right full back, Turco. Over the top and actually over the goalpost. Some good press by Goba to force back the possession towards Mondesir. Caesar. Rivas touch tight. Caesar infield. All the way back to the left-hand side. Caesar. Mondesir right. Caesar goes left. Spinning away. Favard back to Caesar. On his left, unselfish, back to Favard. The shot comes in, and Taki has to rather retract his arms, as had the good footwork to shuffle wide, but the shot beyond his last post. But Osner's finishing strong in an attacking fashion there, taking a shot on the in the goal frame of the substitute goalkeeper Taki. Long ball to Clark, and FC Newport will have a throw in high up the pitch. Some last knockings here. Rivas, first time, cleverly in. The idea is certainly on point, but read well by the goalkeeper Odigari. Goba goes over to press. Mondesir from left full back. 90th minute now, so we're at the discretion of how much at a time, if any, the referee wants to add on. Maybe one last attack for Osners, going to ground, surviving the challenge. Caesar reversing it towards Owusu, and a little bit of contact, but stayed up on his feet. Will fling it to the left-hand side. Goba for more pressure high below rather. The shot, Mimi. Serve to the last post where Mondesir will cushion. Left, Caesar will curl his left high and over the goalpost of Taki. The goalkeeper just going over to retrieve the ball and will most likely put his foot through it for a flick on by Rivas and cushion back to Odegaard. Last minutes, seconds possibly here at Queen's College. A very successful day for the away side. Coming down to Queens. Let's just see this action first as Rivas has some defending to do. Can he keep it in play? Just about. Rivas does likewise. Caesar does likewise. Byline. Cushions with his left. And that is the final act here at Queen's College. The end. A very impressive day's work for the away side, AC Newport, who traveled down here to Queens and have had a 5-star display. 5-0 in favor for them. 3 goals in the first half, followed by 2 goals in the second half for a final score here at Queen's College. AC Newport 5, Osners 0. A good day's work for the Rhode Island side, and more importantly for them, 3 points, as the two sides, should we remind you, will feature midweek again, and then a reverse game at the home of AC Newport in 1 week's time. For tonight, however, AC Newport 5, Osners 0. Thank you guys for tuning in.